Everything you own comes from somewhere you have never seen. Your phone, your car, the pills in your cabinet, the battery in your pocket, every one of them broke in exactly the same place this year. And one number that should stop you cold. The International Energy Agency run the math. If it breaks all the way, the production at risk is $6.5 trillion a year. Not a country's problem, your problem. And by the end of this, you will know exactly where it hides in your own product. Here is why your list is not enough. A list tells you who sends you the invoice. That is all it tells you. It does not tell you where the thing is actually made. It does not tell you who makes the part inside the part. It does not tell you what water it has to cross to reach you. So when one of those breaks, and this season showed you they are all breaking in the same spot, you find out the way everyone finds out. Your product stops coming. And you cannot explain to your board why. Because it was never on the paperwork you were looking at. If you want to see what's coming before it hits your invoice, subscribe. I report straight from the floor so you don't get caught blind. Here is the pattern in one place for the first time. It is never the mine, it is never the label, it is never the factory you visited. It is always a step in the middle that nobody photographs. Chips, about 90% of the most advanced ones, finished on one island. Magnets, 60% of the metal mined in China, 91% refined there. 94% of the finished magnets made there. That is the International Energy Agency. Medicine, China is only about 8% of the ingredients volume in American prescriptions. But India, which makes the pills, imports about 65% of its own starting materials from China. Batteries, Chinese firms process about 99% of the raw powder that goes inside every battery and makes around 93% of the finished cells. 4 industries, one shape, the middle step every time. Remember the $6.5 trillion from the start. That is what sits on this one step, not the mine, not the label, the middle. Not a country's problem, your problem. Sitting 3 floors under your product. So why the middle? Because the middle is the ugly part. Refining is dirty. Processing is low margin. Nobody puts in an annual report. For 30 years, the rest of the world handed it over. It looked like a getting rid of a cost. That was not a plot. It was an invoice. Somebody offered to a hard part cheaper and everybody said yes. I watched it happen one purchase order at a time. And none of it matters until it moves. The Red Sea corridor carries around 30% of the containers traffic between Asia and Europe. Carriers left, some are back carefully. Not all. Panama cut its debt limit in July. Swiss raises surcharges. Neither is a crisis. Both are on your invoice. Any landed cost model from before this spring is understanding your number right now. And there is a date under all of it, November 10th. The rare earth rules and the battery materials, a second one, the 27th, on the raw powder to America. If the pauses holds, nothing happens. If they lap several of your input needs paper at the same time, nobody knows which way it goes. We don't know either. My read after 25 years on these floors, this is the whole season in one line. You are not exposed to a country. You are exposed to a step. Country risk is a headline. You cannot do anything about the headline. Step risk is a purchase order, and that you can do something about today. So 3 things. This is the whole season's homework. 1. Take your top 5 products, write down 3 floors, not 1. Who invoices you, who supplies them, where the material is processed. 2. Circle every line where the answer is one country or one plant. Those circles are your map. 3. Every circle, one written question and one alternative code. You do not have to switch. You have to know the number. If you want somebody to build that map with you, that is what I do. A supplier is diagnosed or I fly to the factory and verify it myself. Both are on the site. And if you would rather do it alone, do it alone. Just do it before November. One last thing, and I mean this. If you buy anything from anywhere, subscribe. Next season, I go from the problem to the playbook. How to actually check a factory, read a contract, and not get burned. 14 weeks, chips, magnets, medicine, batteries, and the water. One shape underneath all of it. The middle step. Thank you for watching this season. I mean that. Now tell me the honest answer. Do you have a supply list or do you have a map? Tell me below. See you next season from Shanghai.